Hi BookTube, Sarah here and welcome to my channel. Today I'm coming to you with my October 2020 anticipated reads. Oh, so exciting. I know, October is the month of like pumpkins and black cats and witches and Halloween, but we're going to talk Christmas books, you guys. Because this is what the publishing industry is doing from like the end of September up until like mid-December or even late December. They are pushing holiday books, and there are a ton of them coming out, and there's a lot of them coming out in October. And of the 5 books here that I'm going to share with you that I'm excited about that are coming out in October, I think 4 of them are holiday themed. So if it's not quite your jam, I'm sorry, but for those of you that it is, yay, exciting. So there is one book in here though that is not holiday themed, so do keep that in mind if you are interested. So as I like to do these videos, I like to talk about these books in order of release date. So first of all, coming out on October the 6th, we have Christmas at Holiday House by RaeAnne Thayne. And this is about a woman by the name of Abigail who is a nurse. And she is a single mom and she has a young son. And she is vowing to give her son like the best Christmas possible. So it sounds like they go to this small town called Silver Bells, Colorado. And they rent a house. And the gentleman who lives next door is a Grinch type character, and he doesn't like the holidays, and pretty much Abigail and her son are going to show him the true meaning of the holiday, kind of an idea. And it sounds delightful. Feel good holiday romance. It's RaeAnne Thayne, you can't go wrong. She does some great work, and I am really looking forward to reading this one. The next book comes out on October the 13th, and this is Jingle All the Way by Debbie Macomber. Now, here's the thing. You look at that cover and you're like, oh, classic Debbie Macomber Christmas. Oh, small town, snow, family, delightful. No. This story, the cover is extremely misleading in this case, but it's a Debbie Macomber, and she has been very hit or miss for a lot of people over the last few years. But I really think what she can do well is Christmas romance. Now, my fear is with this one, and I will be honest and state this up front, that yes, I am looking forward to reading this one, but I don't think this is going to be the Christmas story that most Debbie Macomber fans are familiar with, because this is about a woman named Evelyn, or Everly, excuse me, and she is a very well-known real estate agent. She's a mogul. She's kind of at the end of her rope, and she's burning herself out, and her boss is like, you need to take off the month of December. So she decides to go ahead and do it, and she thinks that this is going to be great because she's going to book herself on this fabulous vacation, and she is going to not have to spend Christmas with her family. So her vengeful assistant actually books her on a cruise through the Amazon as opposed to the luxury beach vacation that she thought that she was getting booked on. So then Everly is now spending 2 weeks in the rainforest on this cruise, and she ends up having a relationship or meets this guy by the name of Asher, and it's their story. But from the sounds of it, this story takes place mostly in the Amazon rainforest over the holidays. So again, extremely misleading cover. And I have to say I'm a little bit disappointed in that. I think that's a bit of a cop-out for Debbie Macomber fans. So I don't know. I am very much wondering about this one now because, like I said, she's been really hit or miss for a lot of people over the last few years, and it's a little disappointing to her fans because even though I'm not a big fan of her contemporary, like her women's fiction that she's been writing lately, I read, was it Window or Cottage on the Bay, like a year or earlier this year, and I enjoyed it, but I didn't love it. But I've really always loved her Christmas books, and she's always done those well. So I'm just a little bit nervous about this one. I am anticipating it because I want to read it and see what it's all about. But on the other hand, I'm a little bit nervous about it just based on, and I'm not saying that Christmas books only have to happen in the snow and in the cold. I kind of really like Christmas stories that actually happen in a warm climate. You don't see it as often, and it's kind of nice. But the fact that the cover and the plot you wouldn't know that those were the same story is kind of what's making me wonder just a little bit. So anyway, yeah, but that is coming out, of course, in October. Next one coming out also on October the 13th, I'm so excited for this one, is The Last Christmas Cowboy by Maisey Yates. This is book number 11 in the Gold Valley series. For those of you who've been reading the series up until current, the last few books you've met a new family, and one of the characters that you've met within that family is a character by the name of Rose. And this is her relationship with another character that you've already met named Logan. So, that being said, because I haven't read this one and I don't know, could you jump into this one, not have reading the previous 10 books in the series? Maybe, yeah. I don't see why not. I think a lot of contemporary romance can stand on its own, especially within small town series and longer running series. But this is such a delightful series itself that you should just read it from the beginning. Maisey Yates is wonderful at cowboy romance. Christmas cowboy romance is just right up my alley. So this one I have requested on NetGalley. I don't know if I'm going to get it or not. If I do, you know I'm going to be reading it probably next month. But yeah, I am super, super excited about it. Maisey Yates just makes me happy with this Gold Valley series, and she can't do anything wrong with it as far as I'm concerned. Next up, coming out on October 27th, I am so excited for this book. Will admit, I do have the e-art copy of this one to read, and it's getting read in October. That is Crazy Stupid Bromance by Lyssa K. Adams, book number 3 in the Bromance Book Club series. I cannot wait for this one. I liked the first book. I like the second book better. I'm anticipating I'm going to like this one even more. So the Bromance Book Club, the plot of it, if you've been living under a rock and haven't heard anything about this series, is about a group of guys who read romance novels so they learn how to better woo their women. So the first one, like I said, was okay. I had some issues with the reasoning for the relationship issues between the main characters. The second book I liked because, so the first book the Bromance Book Club was actually reading a historical novel. So a lot of the information he was getting was from a historical, which was kind of fun and funny. The second book, Undercover Bromance, they were reading a romantic suspense novel, and then there was like a very suspenseful element running through the plot of the story. So it was really cute the way the two of them mirrored each other. Now this one, to my understanding, it's going to be a rom-com, a romantic comedy. And this is about a woman who owns a cat cafe, or a cafe, and her cat stays at the cafe. And the guy, there's a cat on the cover. The cat and the woman you had met in the previous book. And the cat's name is Tobeans. So you know the entire reason I want to read this book is because of the cat. Let's be real, people. Let's be real. Crazy cat lady right here. So yeah, I just think this one is going to be so cute. Like I said, the first book I liked it. I didn't dislike it. The second book was better, and I'm really, really hopeful for this one. But like I said, I am lucky enough to have my hands on an e-art copy. So of course I will let you guys know as soon as I read it what I think about it. But yeah, really looking forward to this one. And the last book I want to share with you, of course, is another Christmas one. This one looks so cute. The cover looks adorable. And this is The Christmas Backup Plan by Wilde. I believe this is part of the Twilight, Texas series, but it didn't list that on Goodreads when I was looking this one up. So this is about a woman by the name of Aria, and she is a wedding planner. And her whole idea over the holidays is to give her best friend the perfect wedding. But then she ends up getting a bump on the head, like she gets hurt. And as per doctor's order, she's not allowed to travel on her own, and she needs to travel to the wedding venue to get everything all set up for her best friend. So this ends up being a kind of a tried and true plot in romance with the road trip, where the two, like, she ends up somehow getting a ride with this guy named Remington. I don't know how they know each other, or maybe it's a ride sharing thing. I do not know, to get her to Twilight, Texas. So the two of them are going on a road trip together. Then there's a snowstorm. They have one night together, kind of an idea. And then they both arrive in Twilight, Texas and realize that maybe they have feelings for each other. It sounds so, so cute. Wilde is a really great author. I don't think she gets the recognition that she deserves because I've really enjoyed her work. She does great, great cowboy romance, and the Twilight, Texas series is a delight. So I highly recommend this one. They can, like I said about the Gold Valley series, I don't see why these can't be read out of order if you just want to go ahead and pick this one up. Again, I'm not absolutely certain if it's part of the series or not, but it does say Twilight, Texas, so my assumption is that it is part of the series. So yeah, but I am really, really looking forward to this one. So anyway, everybody, that is all that I have for today's video. I do hope that you enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comments below What books did I not mention that you guys are looking forward to in October? And until my next video, everybody, take care and happy reading. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, guys.